Yes, hello, greetings, good evenings, and of course, bienvenidos, everybody. It is I, everybody's favorite figure collecting Lobo, and of course, we are back once again with another riveting, exciting, and epic episode of, course, Figure Friday. Oh yes, you guessed it, folks. It is that special time of the week where we spend some quality time together and, well, basically nerd out about all things, figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes of any sorts. You best believe anything of that sort you're going to find right here on this channel. Now, we are coming at you live from TikTok, but also from the YouTube channel as well. Just so that you guys know, you guys are more than welcome to come over on either one of the channels. Because everybody's welcome. Don't get the sense that you're not. Hello and good evening, mother. Hello and good evening. Yes, hello and good evening. Yes. I can't really say the same for me because I'm off of work, thank God. But I know you you're gonna have a good night. Don't worry about that. But before the holiest moments, if you haven't already, please do me a favor. Go grab yourself something to eat. Go grab yourself something to drink. Or if you just want to grab a snack, there's nothing wrong with that because I want you guys to feel as at ease and just chill as possible because, as you know, this is a green zone. Everybody is safe here. This is a safe space. Everybody is welcome. Don't ever think that you're not welcome here because you are. And again, I want to reiterate, you are necessary. You are needed. Don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise. And that's me saying it. If they got something to say, they can come to me, okay? I'm saying, I got your back. Don't ever forget that. And don't worry about me because I actually had my dinner not too long ago. Some delicious carne asada tacos. Oh my God, they were so good. And of course, we're rocking some, good old Sprite tonight in the Superman cup. Yes, it is quite a good year. Yes, it's an early 2024 year. Yes, very good. Hello and good evening, Britt. I see you. Oh, I did I forget my glasses? Oh my goodness gracious! I can't be seen without my glasses. Where's that no good man of yours at? What is he doing? Sitting on the couch doing nothing, like always? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm sure he's doing something very productive. If I'm gonna, give a best, a word to describe it. He's playing Warzone. You know, no. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna say nothing. I hope he has fun. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you so much for the roses. They smell divine. Oh my goodness, they do smell divine. Now, I'm not gonna smell a whole 38 times, so please don't think that I am. Good Lord, my allergies are on the fritz enough. I don't need that. But anyways, we have hit that 3-minute marker, so we are gonna go ahead and get started. Britt, thanks so much for the TGIF. Yes, indeed. Thank God it is Friday. Oh my goodness. We have it that mark, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to say hello and welcome back for those who are just joining us on this fine Friday evening, or if you're watching this as a highlight on the YouTube channel as well. Hello and good evening, Lady Ayoko. Hello and good evening. Welcome. You're just in time, actually. You're just in time. Now, before we start tonight's show, I need to give a shout out to my one of my other brothers because last episode, I did use one of the mics that he gave me, or that one of my other brothers gave me. But tonight, we're actually going to break in the other mic that I received from my other brother. And I got to tell you, this thing looks pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Oh, thanks so much for the heart, me, Brett. Right there. Bam, right there. It was so graciously donated by the folks at the Blue Company. It's the Blue Yeti microphone. It says for creating and streaming, and I have the little fella right here. So let me show you guys. Bam, check it out. And this is a side comparison. Like this is right next to my head, and I hope that I'm coming in clear through this mic right here because this is new. So I really hope that it's helping. Oh yes, it is nice. It is a literal mini tower of power. Like, oh my God. But with that being said, folks, why don't we go ahead and get started? Now, again, for tonight's episode, I thought that we could actually venture back into the world of movies, but also television, to introduce a pair of star-crossed lovers who actually ended up living a very good life, a gaming life, that is, you know. So again, I invite you guys to please sit back, relax, kick your feet up, take a deep breath, and just chill and mellow out with your boy. Because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. And yes, I saw that comment. I love the shirt too. It's got good old legendary Bruce Lee on it because he was amazing. And that's a legitimate picture of him. He really did mess with the turntables. I can't remember for the life of me when it was, but I do know that it was at a shindig that he was at, a get together. So either way, but don't forget to share this live, folks, because I want everybody to come and chill in. You know, heck, everybody's welcome. I appreciate all the likes and all the comments. You guys are amazing. But first up, I thought that we can go ahead and introduce a very, very well-known man who, believe it or not, this man, he went toe-to-toe with the likes of Superman and Captain America. And get this, are you ready for it? He actually dated Captain Marvel. Oh, yeah. Of course, this was when she was a alternative goth singer, but, you know, that's served for another time. So please, even though he doesn't hail from the Marvel or the DC universe, but from the streets of Canada. Ladies and gents, give a big Wolfpack welcome to Mr. Scott Pilgrim. Yes, Mr. Pilgrim, folks. Scott Pilgrim, of course, is a privilege to have him on tonight's evening because I know that this is from the new upcoming series, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, on that will be airing on Netflix. But tonight we're going to be talking about his character. You know, okay, so why don't we just get him out of the box here? Oh, good. That's where I left the receipt. Good lord. Okay. All right. Take a look. Take a look at him. Bam. Let me show you guys here. And as you can see, he's sporting the trademark orangish, you know, kind of reddish hair, the jacket with the fur on it, the star shirt, the blue pants, and of course the white tennis shoes with the little blue strap. Has allowed me to tell his story. Now, Mr. Pilgrim here is a 22-year-old bass player for a very, you know, unsuccessful indie garage band known as the Sex Bob-ombs. And in the beginning, he was actually dating a 17-year-old high school girl named Knives Chow. Now, much to the disapproval of his friends in his band, however, his roommate Wallace Wells, my apologies, and of course his younger sister Stacy Pilgrim. And we fast forward a little bit later on down the line. One fateful night, Scott actually ended up meeting a very different type of woman, you know, and who actually had a pretty standard job. She was an American Amazon delivery girl who actually was first seen in a dream of his that he had one fateful night. And over time, he actually ends up losing interest in his current girlfriend, Knives Chow, but doesn't have the heart to break up with her before pursuing this other female that he met. Now, we fast forward a little bit more when the band Sex Bob-ombs actually ended up playing in a battle of the bands that was sponsored by record executive Gideon Graves. Scott is actually attacked by one of I'm sorry. He's actually attacked by that particular female's very jealous boyfriend known as Matthew Patel. But you know, thankfully, Scott defeated Patel and learns that he actually must defeat her remaining 6 evil exes. That includes the likes of Lucas Lee, aka Captain America, and Todd Ingram, aka Superman, Brandon Routh, you know, and of course Chris Evans. Now, in order to date this particular female that he has a very, very big infatuation with, it actually gives him the motivation to become the best version of himself, overcoming things like self-doubt and a whole lot of danger to rise to the occasion and come out on top. And of course, learning a whole lot of valuable life lessons, you know, like the power of love, the power of self-respect. So, you know, that I'm just saying. You guys, a little swig here. Cheers. Here's to you guys. Lovely. Apologies for the gas. Now, I did find out some pretty interesting facts about Mr. Pilgrim here. For example, in the film Scott Pilgrim versus the World, it was actually seen that the comic book creator for Scott Pilgrim actually ended up making a cameo in that film, which, I mean, I thought that was pretty interesting because if, again, even if you're a producer, director, or creator of the film or comic book itself, if you can find a way to insert yourself into your work, then that, to me, it makes you a good, a good artist and a good director. But again, I know everybody's different, so that's just me. Oh yeah. Now I'm not gonna this next one fact that I found out that I learned, it's kind of a bit morbid, so do forgive me on that. Hold on, I gotta skip the ad. Good lord. Oh yeah, and before we go any further, the music that you guys are hearing, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Just to let you guys know, I own no rights to it whatsoever. No rights to the beats, the lyrics, the images, none of that. I'm simply using it for aesthetic purposes, and of course to kind of fit the dynamic of tonight. What was that? Oh Lord. Oh yeah. The fun fact. Now again, keep in mind this. I do apologize if this seems a little bit morbid, but did you guys know that there was an actual alternative ending to the film to where it gets a little bit horror, where Scott actually ends up killing the female's evil exes, and I don't mean not like in a video game fashion like you guys have seen in the film. No, I mean literally like killing them, like taking their life. Heck. I mean, I thought that was really interesting, but really, really just whoa. Like I did not know that. But probably the most interesting fact. I hope you guys are ready for this. But did you know that Mr. Pilgrim here, he actually also had a league of evil exes that particular female had to defeat in order to date him. Now, again, that's in another alternative version, and the comic book version, everything is different tonight. Again, I was speaking more about the character, so, um, but yeah, I mean, I thought that was really interesting. The fact that he went through literal, just turmoil, beatings, and just dealing with super vegans. The fact that he wanted to date her so bad, only to find out that she had to turn around and do the exact same thing for him. So I thought that was really cool, honestly. And again, if I'm going too fast or if I'm saying things a little bit too fast, please tell me and I will slow down. Delicious. Okay, Scott, let me just get you to chill right here, please. Thank you kindly. Goodness. All right, Rooney, are you guys good? I want to make sure before we continue. Okay. So next up, now that we've introduced Mr. Pilgrim, now it's time to introduce Mr. Pilgrim's leading lady, who is very proficient in changing her mood, her hairstyle, but, well, she's actually very handy with a gigantic mallet. So please, ladies and gents, give me one more big wolf pack welcome to Miss Ramona Flowers. Yes, that's right, folks. The bombshell who blew off the 7 X's has also made her debut this fine Friday evening. There. All right, show you guys here. Bam! Check her out. I love the hair on her. I'm not gonna lie. Her hair looks great, by the way. Seriously. And again, I know that the character is different from comics, from movies, from TV series, but again, it's all about the character that I'm speaking tonight. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Oh, good. She doesn't need her stand. I'm still gonna put the stands on them, because I don't want them to fall over. I mean, heck, either way. But Miss Ramona here has also granted me the gift of telling her story as well, alongside her man, Mr. Pilgrim. So Miss Flowers here, in the film, is actually portrayed by the lovely Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And She is an American expatriate who lived in the city of New York and now actually works as a ninja delivery girl for the Amazon company. And of course, that also takes place in Canada because that's where her job resides. She is currently at the age of 24 years old, and of course, the main love interest of Scott Pilgrim. And of course, is one of the seven main characters, of course, in the Scott Pilgrim franchise. That includes the comics, the TV series, and the movies. But unfortunately, she reveals, very little about herself and is very guarded about her past, which is one of the main reasons why we don't really hear a lot about it. And oh, thanks so much for the galaxy! Oh my goodness, it's getting very interstellar out here. Woo! Man, Team Rocket's about to blast off into that galaxy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you so much. Just know that. Don't forget that. Dang. What should I do since I got that galaxy? Oh my goodness. What should I do? How about a voice impression? Uh, let's do. Okay. We'll do Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Cool. Okay. What was that? She revealed very little about her past. Okay. Okay. So again, she was very guarded about her past in New York before she moved to the streets of Toronto, Canada. Now, she is capable of traveling through subspace and has seven evil exes who challenge Scott Pilgrim for her affection. I don't know if you can understand that. I do apologize if it was a little muddled. Like I'm trying to work on my Stitch impression, so I don't know if it worked. Let me know if it works. Seriously, I need to know. Uh, oh yeah, and there was actually one particular moment where Scott actually ended up in Ramona's house. And in that moment, he actually learned a very cool thing about her is that she's a very interesting tea enthusiast, as discovered when, of course, she bombards him with a list of teas in literally just one of her cupboards at her home. However, when fighting, she typically uses an oversized mallet, like a warhammer type thing, as her main weapon of choice, which she can retrieve from the purse that she's sporting right here in on her person this evening. And of course, it's no strange fact that she changes her hairstyles extremely frequently. And of course, when she becomes very anxious when Gideon is mentioned or brought up in any kind of situation. And due to her power over subspace travel, actually, thanks to the glow, her head actually begins to glow when she's either upset or even when she's very jealous. Which again, it's kind of demonstrated throughout her character, especially when we see her standing next to Gideon in the film, or even then in the comic book series, we see it kind of pulsate a little bit when she was angry at Scott, So, but that's best served for another time. Now, though she herself is extremely, unaware of this until Kim Pines actually brought it to her attention, and despite her exes, nearly tearing Scott Pilgrim to pieces, she actually ended up fighting alongside him, and thankfully they came out on top to become a couple. And well, I'm pretty sure that eventually I'm going to hear wedding bells, because pretty soon we'll be looking at Mr. and Mrs. Pilgrim. I don't know, or Mr. and Mrs. Flowers. I mean, whichever they decide, hey, who knows? But I did find out some pretty interesting facts about Miss Flowers here. For example, did you guys know that in an interview with Brian O'Malley, it's actually said that he based Ramona off of a girl he actually saw in real life who, lo and behold, kept changing her hairstyle colors. So I thought that was really interesting because he's taking something out of the real world and actually putting it together in a film to actually make it happen. And another fact about Ramona here, and this applies to the comics and the TV series as well, she actually has a very bad habit of calling Scott dude. I'm just saying. And of course, you can see it the first time if you guys have watched Scott Pilgrim versus the World, you can see it, honestly. Oh, yeah. And of course, a very interesting fact about her Funko. For example, like her Funko Pop, it actually appears to be a mix of her mainstream and her anime counterparts, sporting her comic accurate pose. See? Let me show you guys the pose here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Bam. See? But yes, and that's of course Miss Ramona Flowers. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. Appreciate you. Lord have mercy. Now, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, folks. I will be shooting over to my Twitch to do some gameplay, and feel free to hit that subscribe button when it does appear, or feel free to sample either one of these fine videos when they do appear. You know, heck. And of course, I just want to put this out there. I know that tonight is the big fight between Tyson and Jake Paul. My dude, I'm just gonna call it right now. Tyson is gonna win. You know, I'm just saying. But if he doesn't, then I'm gonna be very, very upset because this system is truly rigged, and I will lose all respect for boxing. I'm putting that on God right now. I'm just putting it out there. But still, I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another riveting episode. And as always, folks, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, be zen as always, you know. And of course, peace.